The angel called Lucifer, he was one of those angels that labored in the corridor of priesthood. When prayers come from earth, they are the ones that manage incense before it is released into the sanctuary where God is. So Lucifer knows a lot about priesthood. You can see that from witches, from warlocks, how they manage altars that can influence the earth. It's because where he operated, the result of what we do on earth, they receive the feedback from that place. So he knows a lot about priesthood. The moment your enemy takes warfare into the realm of the supernatural, you can no longer fight that warfare naturally. If what you brought to the table is your brute strength, you are already a loser because a person has taken it into another dimension. What you are supposed to do is to take it into your own dimension. And whether your dimension, when we take battles into dimensions, the outcome of these battles is not the strength, your acquaintance with the dimension, but the strength of the dimension that you are anchoring your faith upon. So when Goliath came to contend with David, even though he was an established warrior from his youth, according to the testimony, he did not come against David with sword and shield. He took the battle to the supernatural and cast David by the name of his gods. Are you there? Yes. So when David discovered that this battle, meanwhile, what did David bring for the battle in the natural? Brought a sling. If Goliath had maintained the battle in the natural, he would have defeated David. But unfortunately, that's how he won all his battles. He takes it into the supernatural and then he fights from there. So David also took the battle into the supernatural and said, I come against you in the name of the Lord of hosts, whose armies you have defied. So it means that the realms had to clash, and the result of the clash was manifested in the natural, so much so that it took the foolishness of a sling to end the battle in the natural. It was no longer a function of who was stronger, who was more equipped. It was a function of which dimension is superior. In the eyes of Jesus, we are supposed to prosecute natural life from supernatural dimensions. And that's why he said these signs will follow them that believe. They should have the capacity to call forth reinforcement, virtue, capacity from the dimensions they are connected to. So they are expressed invitations in scripture for us to come boldly and interact and deal properly with the dimensions of God. Are you there? You spoke in tongues yesterday, you spoke in tongues today. But the utterance you spoke yesterday is not the same utterance you spoke today. Why?